Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elimi. Hey, today is a great day to do well. So, my friend, do well. I wish you well. I intend to talk about the human mind, our mind, your mind. What is it like? I am Osezwa Anthony Elimi. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. We've been talking about the dimensions of the mind. We're talking about the characteristics of the mind. But do we really know what the mind is? Sometimes when you hear me explain here about mind, you see me do this or I do this. But really, the mind is none of these. Quoting Dr. Deepak Chopra, the human body is a printout of the mind. And I also said that our environment, our experiences of life are all print out of the mind. They are the mind in action. The handset is not a phone. The handset is just a handset. It's a portable, portal, a reference for the function that is called telephony. But you see, the telephone is not the set that you hold. Just as your television is not the television. The set you have is a transmission attractor. It attracts the television signals and then beams it back to you at home. But it is really not the technology. Now, the human body is also like that. It is a hardware for the mind, but it is not the mind. Then what is the mind? It is difficult to say what the mind is because none of us has seen the mind. Just as hardly any of us has seen the soul, we can't explain it. But you see, the mind is a system of connectedness. It's a system of action and energy that is in motion, creating realities connected to human beings and the entire world. Not just the human beings are connected to the mind, spirits, gods, demons, angels, all of them, even the plant and the animals, the minerals, they are all connected. The difference is that minds are graded according to the species. For instance, the human mind is the highest on the planet. Okay, we can say that so because we are humans, we say, okay, we are better. Okay, fine, let's take it like that. Show me the human mind. We point here, we point here, we just point, but that is not it. We should begin to understand that the human mind is not a body part. It is not an organ of the human being, but it's a system. The body itself, this physical body, is a system on its own that depends on the mind for its realization. You have trillions of cells in this body that can be altered, that can be conditioned just by changing the thoughts in the mind. You change your body. That is the reality. But we do not seem to have how, the technology, the knowledge of how to actually change our mind. Now, some of us come to the conclusion that our mind is when, okay, mind is about thinking. Yes, indeed. Mind is about thinking, but what is thinking? Thinking is not necessarily about brooding about something. Okay, when you are brooding about something, you are beginning to show the mind what to think on. Are you getting it? When you are brooding, when you are focusing your attention on something, you are showing mind that this is the next thing to think about. But what is the thinking? The time you spend focusing your attention on issues, you are not yet thinking at that time. At that time, you are priming the mind. You are preparing the mind. You are conditioning the mind on the next thing to think about. You are telling the mind, I now intend for you to think about this thing. Therefore, that takes us to the question, what is thinking? Thinking is creation. When the energy of the human being is fully harnessed by the mind to bring about a reality, that is thinking. And when thinking starts, even you, the thinker, are not aware. It is no longer within the spectrum of your sense relation, because your senses are body specific. Now, when creation starts in the human being, it is supra-physical. And this body is 100% physical. So you will not see it. It is at the level of the mind. When it is happening there, all other things in this place are just not conscious of them until the reality eventually happens. This is why we're saying, I don't know how this thing came into existence. I don't know why I did what I did. I don't know when I said these things. You had primed the mind for all of these actions at some point in the past, either actively or passively. Passively because you were implanted or impregnated with an idea at your theta brainwave moment. So therefore, you were not conscious of it. But because you are not a human being who audits their thoughts at the end of the day, or who condition their day at the beginning of the day, those things work and you don't just have an explanation for it and we say, we understand. So the purpose of this channel is to tell you that you can rise above conditioning by setting your day at the beginning. Set it, make it clear. This is who I am today. Stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. This is who you are today. You are a being of power. You control your destiny. You are beautiful. You are happy. You are positive, and you create intentionally. Boom. You said that there. And tell yourself, this is what I am intending. Today, I am expecting loads and loads of love. And I am giving out loads and loads of love. Today, I am expecting loads and loads of money. Money that I can put into circulation for the betterment of my species and the betterment of humanity. Money that I can save. Money that I can invest. Money that can sort all my problems and still have more in abundance. I have chosen abundance, and today I choose to bask in abundance, in health, in wealth, and in joy. You set your day and you go on like that. So this is like building a fence around yourself, and anything that is not capable within the parameters you have set to penetrate the fence cannot penetrate it. That is power living. Now, the mind, actually, some have said, oh, it's a magnetic or chemical, whatever. It is none of these things. The mind is a force. It's an entity that connects all the living. It is a force of possibilities. And the possibilities of the mind are endless in this universe. Mind is not trapped in a body. Rather, the body is trapped in mind. And then mind is connected to the spirit, to the soul of the owner. When you talk about real mind, you are talking about energy in motion. That's what mind is. Energy in motion. It is the emotiveness of the human ideas that is running, that is on a mission. That is what mind is. This is why we say that the emotion, the emotion that you feel is most powerful of all. So what is mind really? Mind is not just a chain of thoughts that we are contemplating. Mind is a chain of emotive images. This is to say, before you can say that anything that you intend to have, whether it's a dream life, a dream career, a dream spouse, whatever it is that you intend to have, until it becomes an image, which could be a still image or a series of still images or a motion image, it is not yet at the level of the mind. It is still at the level of the physical fancies, just playing around. No, it has to become an image, a sustainable image, a consistent image, motion or still. That's one. And the second thing is that before it becomes an image anyway, your feelings has embraced it. When it becomes an image, your feeling has to embrace it. All right. Now, this is the tricky part of it. We always think that it is what we accept positively. I receive it. That means we have accepted. No. If you resist it with anger, with whatever, you have accepted it. See, whatever you have attached to a mental image becomes the manifestation of that mental image. For example, if you saw a snake and your response to that snake is, God forbid, I don't want you in my life. Now what happens is that you have not cancelled a snake. You have given life to a snake that is not your friend. That's what it means. So there will be a snake in your life that threatens your life. But when you see a snake and you ignore the presence of the snake in the real sense of the word and affirm, my life is free, my life is safe, my life is full of comfort, I am living a breezy, happy life. You see that in that same place, there is no snake involved. But when you say, I don't want a snake in my life, now what you are creating by that feeling is a snake that is not a friendly one in your life. So saying, oh, I don't want is not cancelling. What you are doing is that you are giving life to that thing. You are giving mind awareness of that thing in a negative way. In the same way, when you feel something about money, you're thinking about money and you feel, what must I do to have money? You have created the idea of a difficult money in your life, which means you have to struggle to get the money because you are looking at how to get it. But when the idea of money hits you and you say, I welcome money. Money flows to me easily, freely, and in abundance. And you begin to say good things about money. Then you have created money that is free, that is easy to get. And the same way you think about a spouse, a future child, how it should be, do not impregnate negativity. Do not impregnate a sense of difficulty. Don't make yourself smaller than that thing. Don't imagine that your life depends on that thing, that your joy and the fulfillment of your life is to be tied to that thing. Mind is an emotive image or a series of emotive images in the process of being actualized. So mind is perpetually creating. There is no time mind is not creating. That is why you as a human being, you are also perpetually creating because you are yoked with mind. Mind is perpetually doing things. Now this is what you must understand to conclude this video. That mind is a creative force. It perpetually creates, and at the time you are thinking, it's not when you lay your attention on any idea or anything. What you are doing at the time is that you are priming your mind to think. Thinking is a creating process. Or you can say a creative process that is perpetually creating. So when mind picks up a mental image that you have given it, creation begins. You see, and the thing you are thinking about right now will not be created right now because mind is busy creating the one that you have given it before. Whatever you are placing your attention on right now is being prepared. Therefore, you must be very definite about how you want that thing to be. If you don't define it very well, mind either rejects it or mind creates it in accordance with the understanding it has of it at the time you have taught it. Okay, this is why some people say, I don't know why things don't happen exactly the same way I want it, because you have not primed it, you have not thought it exactly the way you want it. This is the key. So my friend, you have to understand this fact that the things that your mind works with are contemplated images impregnated with feelings, with powerful feelings. And those powerful feelings mixing with the motion image create what we call emotion. And that emotion is actually dragging mind and running with it to create a reality. That is all for this day. So trust in yourself, trust mind, and please remove the blocks that are making mind not to deliver your good the way you want them. Those blocks are certain beliefs. You have beliefs about everything. Mind can create something for you, okay, and bring them into your field, but it will not percolate, it will not come right into your world of manifestation. You'll be able to manifest it because there are blockages that are keeping them from sailing through. Your beliefs, for example. If you have a feeling that your karma is a bad karma, that you cannot get certain things, you will not get these things. So my friend, wake up to the power that is you and walk within that understanding. God bless you.